Hello! Today in this video I'm going to be showing you how I went about making some DIY braided leather bracelets. I've always thought that if you can make a gift for somebody, it's so much better than just going out to the store and buying something. When creating a gift, you're really able to show how much time and thought went into the gift. I understand though that not everyone can make gifts. However, I hope that this project inspires you to be able to make something with your own two hands next time you have to give a gift. I was able to make about 3 bracelets in the course of 2 hours with this method. One of the amazing things with giving a gift is I still see the individuals who I gave these gifts to wearing these bracelets today. The first thing you saw me doing was making a jig so I could make more of these leather bracelets. This consists of adding a male snap to a piece of scrap wood that I just had lying around so that when I'm braiding the bracelets I'm able to snap in that part and it'll hold it firmly so I can get a nice tension as I'm braiding these bracelets. Now leather can be kind of expensive, so what I did was I went to my local hobby craft store and I was able to actually find a whole bunch of these cutoffs, these leather cutoffs that they use for some of their other kits, but I bought this entire bag that you saw for about $10. Here you see me cutting the actual bracelets that I will be braiding. I went ahead and measured just a little bit longer than the circumference of the wrists that they would be going on. That is so when you do braid, the braid can take up some of that material, so it's actually going to be a little bit shorter. If you know the circumference of the wrist that you need, all you have to do is multiply that by 1.3 and that'll give you just about the right dimensions to make this bracelet. Now as you saw, I put in a snap, and that is so I can use the jig that I created when I'm braiding these bracelets. Here I'm cutting 2 slits. When you cut these slits, you want to make sure that you don't go all the way the length of the bracelet. Leave a little bit on the end to put the other snap through. You want to make sure not to cut all the way down the length of the bracelet, so you can leave a little bit for the addition of a snap later on. The braid that I'm doing here is called a mystery braid. You can look up, there are a lot of really good tutorials online already for this braid. I will link a few of those below on this video. When creating these bracelets, you really have to take some time once you're done braiding to go back through your braid and make sure that it all fits right. As you can see, it took me a little bit to make sure that my braid looked good and that the tension was the same throughout the entire braid. Now, once that is done, you're able to measure out the length of the braid, and you can go ahead and find where you need to put your second snap in. Here you see me going ahead and putting that snap in. This little punch came with the kit that I got also at the hobby store, and that snap works really well. Next, you see me cutting some of the excess material off. Now, after doing this, I realized it was actually kind of hard to grab that snap to pull it off of your wrist when you're using it. So if I were to do this again, I would definitely leave that little bit on at the end of the snap. So here you see me testing it out, and it fits great actually. And like you see, I left a little bit on that one end there so you can pull it off a little bit easier.